Nursing bras, there's a whole bunch out on the market. I had literally like maybe 5 or 6. This is the one. Well, it's not really pretty. It's just a very basic, kind of looks like a sports bra. This is what it looks like in the back. A lot of support. It has the little pads in here, but I took them off. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to talk about the top 10 essentials for breastfeeding that I use and that I highly recommend from my experience and from other moms that I know that have also used these products and brands. If you are new here, thank you guys so much for watching. I make videos all about motherhood and lifestyle, and if you have not subscribed and liked, please make sure you do so. I appreciate it so much. So let's get right into it. I don't know if you guys can notice, I just did my hair literally yesterday. I just basically did my roots. I lightened up my roots again. I got a trim because it was so damaged. And I got a toner, a glazer I think it was. So I got a little bit more balayage highlights, and yeah, it just looks a lot fresh and a lot healthier. Okay, so for my first recommendation or breastfeeding essential, I would have to say you have to have a breastfeeding cover if you plan on breastfeeding. Of course, if you don't care, if you're I'm a little more conservative, so I like to cover up when I was breastfeeding. Certain moms don't, and that's totally okay. It's up to you. But if you do plan on breastfeeding and you want to be a little bit more covered, or you're a little more conservative, definitely getting a milk cover. A breastfeeding cover. The one that I used was Milk Snob. So the Milk Snob cover covers over the car seat, and it's also used for breastfeeding. So I loved this brand, Milk Snob, because the material that they use for the cover, for the car seat cover, as well as using it to be able, it has like multiple uses for the stroller, and you can also use it for the shopping cart to cover it when you put your baby in there. I specifically use it for the car seat and also for breastfeeding out in public. I love this one because it's so stretchy. The material is super soft. It's stretchy, and you literally just put it over, and it's so stretchy that you can literally just like open it and see your baby. So it covered everything, and yeah, it's super lightweight. It doesn't have any super heavy bands or anything like some breastfeeding covers do. So I definitely recommend the Milk Snob cover. So for the second essential that I recommend getting the Haaka pump. So basically what it is when you're breastfeeding and you're leaking on one boob, or if you leak a lot, when your baby's breastfeeding, you can use the Haaka pump to kind of hold all that milk flow that you got going out. So yeah, the Haaka pump, it really does hold onto your boob. It's made out of a really good type of silicone, and any type of letdown that you have, it holds it, so it saves a lot of, you know, precious breast milk, and then you can save that for later. Now the third thing that I recommend is having a breastfeeding pillow. I know there's a whole bunch of the boppy pillows, a very basic one. The one that I use though, and that I highly recommend, was the My Breast Friend breastfeeding pillow. I recommend this one because the way that it's made, it has like little pillows and stuff, and it actually has a belt so you can attach it and it doesn't fall off. It also has a lot of support, so you don't have to use extra pillows or things underneath your arm to sustain the pillow. So I got this recommendation from my lactation specialist when I went to go see her my first time, and I was like, oh my god, this pillow, I have to have it. It costs like $35. You can get it on Amazon, but it's amazing. I really highly recommend you invest in this. Now, the next thing that I recommend is nipple balm. So when you're breastfeeding, especially if you're new to it, your breastfeeding are your nipples are really sensitive, and you're probably gonna get like cracked nipples and sore nipples. So I highly recommend getting a nipple cream or nipple balm. The one that I used was Mother Love Nip Balm. It's an organic, more natural product. So you can literally list all the ingredients that are in the little balm. And I love this one because I knew what was in it, and then because my baby, it was safe for babies to digest it. I felt a lot more comfortable than other brands, because a lot of other brands don't necessarily, you don't recognize what ingredients are in it, and because it's going into your baby's mouth when it's on the boob, I felt a lot safer with this one because it was organic, and I actually can name and knew the ingredients that were in this nipple balm. Okay, so the next thing that I recommend is having Genesian Violet. I think that's how you name it. It's basically like a purple violet liquid that you use for like infections and stuff like that. I used it when I had thrush, and I recommend having this just in your bathroom mirror, somewhere in your medicine cabinet, just because it's super cheap. You can go to like literally any Latino market and buy it for like $2 or $3. And what it does is if you have thrush, it kills all the yeast. There's some people that say don't use it, it's not safe. I used it for one day and my thrush went away immediately after one day, and I was taking antibiotics from the doctor, and after 1 week it still wasn't gone. This took it away in 1 week, so I do suggest you guys having it on hand in case you get thrush. The next thing I recommend is having nursing bras. There's a whole bunch out on the market. I had literally like maybe 5 or 6. I didn't use any of them. The only ones that I used were the ones from Motherhood, Maternity, and I will list exactly which one it was, but this is the one. It's very simple. It's not really pretty. It's just a very basic, kind of looks like a sports bra. This is what it looks like in the back. And it gave me a lot of support. It has the little pads in here, but I took them off. Sometimes I didn't leak a lot, so I didn't have that problem, but these are so comfortable and so easy to use. Like I had to buy like 2 or 3 because I used it so much. I got it in that color, and then I also got it in black. And yeah, that's basically what it looks like. I love this one. Now another bra that I do suggest you guys get is a night bra. So basically at night, because when you're breastfeeding, you do use a bra just because your boobs are a lot bigger and they need more support even at night. So the one that I got was from Bravado. I got this off Amazon, and this is the Basics collection. So this is what it looks like. It's like super thin, very stretchy, and it has absolutely no padding, so you can't wear it out, but for sleeping it's perfect. So the idea is that at night when you're breastfeeding, your baby wakes up, you would just pop your boob out, and just basically how it is, it's like it's a cross in the front, and all you do is, if you can tell, you just go like that, and then your boob would come out. So it's really easy to breastfeed, you know, boom, and super comfortable. So I do suggest getting a night bra like this from Bravado. Okay, so the next thing that I suggest as an essential, guys, is bra pads. Whether you use disposable or reusable, you do need them. I was very fortunate. I had a lot of milk, but I never had that issue of leaking a lot. I didn't leak as long as I breastfed or pumped every 3-4 hours. I was fine. That's when I would leak if I went too long without releasing or getting rid of the milk. So I use reusable bra pads because I didn't use the pads too much, and honestly I felt like it was a waste using bra pads that were reusable. I mean disposable. So what I got is I got reusable ones, and this is how it came. It came in this little mesh bag so you can wash them, and this is basically what they look like. So this is the outside part. It's like a silky, I don't think you can tell, it's like silky, and then this is the cotton part. So you would just put it on and you would literally just throw it in the wash in the mesh bag. I love these. I think it came like in a pack of 10. I will link everything below. Nursing tank tops. I was very basic when I was breastfeeding, and I got really hot, so I didn't have a whole bunch of clothes right when I was breastfeeding. I used a lot of tank tops, and then I would just throw on like a like a little sweater or whatever, and that's basically what I wore for most of my breastfeeding journey for 6 months. Lots of tank tops, little sweaters, and I would dress it up a little bit, but that's about it. So yeah, definitely investing in good nursing tops. I use mine only from Motherhood Maternity because I got some at Target, and I got some I think at other stores on Amazon, and I just didn't like how they fit. They weren't comfortable, so just sticking to the very basic from Motherhood Maternity tank tops, the one with the click, or even the ones without them. They're so stretchy. I still wear mine now because they're just regular tank tops. Okay, so the next thing that I consider an essential for breastfeeding is having a pump. If you're planning on pumping, this would be more for you, and if you're not, I think you should still consider at least knowing which one you would invest in, because you never know if your baby, if you have issues with latching, or if you have issues where you end up going to the doctors or the hospital for a while. So all of these things can happen when you're breastfeeding, so you always want to make sure you have a plan B or a backup to continue providing milk supply and continue providing breast milk to your baby. So the one that I use, I had 2. Right out of the hospital, I had the Medela hands-free pump. This is just a very small pump that you would connect to your jeans, and you can literally go around the house doing stuff. So that was a really good one. Really easy to charge, really great quality, and it really did get a lot of milk out. When I went to go see my lactation specialist, she was able to refer me and get me like the referral to get a hospital grade pump. So I use the Medela hospital grade A pump for about 3 months when I started breastfeeding, and that one is like amazing. It's a hospital one, so it's a lot more powerful. But once I started breastfeeding, I didn't need all that, so I stopped using it, and I would use my my hands-free one, just because it was a lot more convenient for me to pump. Whether I went to my mom's house and I needed to take a pump, it's a lot smaller to travel with too. So it's portable, it's easy to take with you, and a lot smaller too. If you're planning on pumping, you need to have a pumping bra. I try to get a bra that was like usable in different ways, so that I can just use as a bra, that I can use as a pump bra, as a nursing bra too. But it didn't work out. It didn't have enough support, or because when you're pumping, you need to have a bra that like holds the flange, I want to say, like the thing that, you know, takes the milk out. And the Bravado one that I had that was like 3-in-1 didn't work because it wasn't tight enough. So I do suggest just sticking to one pumping bra. I love my Medela pump bra. I got it in beige in a large, and it held everything in super tight, so nothing was like hanging while I was pumping. So definitely getting a pump bra. Mine was from Medela. And that's about it, guys. Those are my top 10, I think it was. I hope it was 10. I think it was probably a little bit more, but anyways, I hope you guys really liked my essentials for breastfeeding. Any suggestions on or things that you use, please share with me down below. I love making these type of videos, and I was super excited about this one because I really loved breastfeeding, and I was super obsessed when I was pregnant and watching all these videos. Thank you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.